What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition, and Exos trainer. It's actually a question that was sent by a good friend of mine, but I'm not sure if he wants to remain anonymous. And that is if females should train chest. And my answer to that is that your body needs symmetry. It needs balance. By symmetry, I don't necessarily mean that your right bicep and left bicep have to look exactly the same. I don't mean that you have to have even flowing body. You have to have calves equal to the size of your biceps. Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that your body needs muscular balance. Your body needs physical balance. Your body needs to have strength all over, and it can't have imbalances, or else what will happen is you will have injuries that will come from compensation and over and underuse of certain muscle groups. Let me explain. Have you ever gone to the gym, you see people who train chest all the time, they're like this? I can't even do it, but they're like, they're hunched over. The reason being is that they neglect their back muscles. So what happens, their chest muscles pull forward, their back muscles are not strong enough to be an antagonist and pull back. And what you get is you get the slouched shoulders, and it does the opposite because you look like you have a pigeon chest because you're just like this. Because you can't strengthen your back and get the proper posture to make you look good, right? So it actually does the opposite where you can't have that posture, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to look smaller because you're in here. Now for females, if you train your back and you don't train your chest because you have titties, at the end of the day, what's going to happen is you're going to have the opposite. Your back will be stronger, your chest will be weak. Let me dispel some myths. One is that you can't target reduce. By training your chest, now you might see, oh, well, that female bodybuilder, she had those pecs and this and that. Generally speaking, they're extremely lean for the time of the show. That's one thing. Another thing is they're on androgens. Now, generally speaking, a female has a testosterone level that's a max of 75. 75 for a male is obscenely low, where they probably can't even build muscle anyway. So look at it this way. You have the testosterone at your best. At your best. That's the upper echelon, right? You have the testosterone of a weak beta-ass male who probably can't get a boner. Okay? So let's factor that into play, right? And you're not going to gain too much lean mass. And you're not going to spot reduce, which means that by training chest doesn't mean that your titties are going to go down to zero. It means that if your body loses fat, I don't care if you train chest every day, train chest once a week, or never train chest. If you lose fat, your boobs are going to shrink. Why? Because titties are made of fat. Just get that in. Get that through your dome. Okay, so I don't know who came up with the notion that females should not train chest. I don't know if it's just a couple women got together and just, pondered and just hypothesized that by training chest they would ruin their titties. But let me just be real here. Even if you don't want your chest to change appearance, if you are training all around, which you should be, you need to train your back and your chest equally. You need to train your quads and your hamstrings equally because they are antagonists of each other. And you do not want an imbalance where one is pulling on the other more than the other can pull back, or else you create an imbalance, which is structural imbalance, which will lead to long-term injury and overall pain in your body and no structural integrity. So absolutely, women should train chest. Women should train with weights. Women should train everything. And it's not going to affect. Well, it might affect it because overall you might lose fat. But it's not going to be any more fat loss in your chest than if you were to train all back and lose weight. Weight loss is weight loss. You're going to lose fat from where you're going to lose fat, whether it's your hips, whether it's your stomach, whether it's your titties. It's going to happen no matter what your training split is. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because not wanting to lose your fun bags, it's not a game.